Welcome to yet another episode of the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories, a series of conversations with CXOs and business leaders over chai or coffee, if that's your preference, brought to you by ETH. The urgency and pressure on business leaders as they navigate the COVID-19 pandemic has been immense. These business leaders have been constantly monitoring myriad ways to ensure that their respective companies stay on course in the new normal. The incredible demands placed on them makes us often wonder how they have time for family, hobbies, or any personal downtime. And let's not forget, they are mere mortals. This initiative by ETH is aimed to create a deeper connection with them and to get a sense of what business leaders of several prominent companies do when they are not in business mode. Today, it's my pleasure to host Sourav Dasgupta, Head of Applications IT at All Cargo Logistics. Sourav, welcome to the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories.
Hey, thank you, Ivan. Good morning.
Good morning. My first question to you, the hot topic of the day, pandemic or no pandemic. Leaders such as you are often asked as to how they are taking care of their teams, nurturing them and helping them grow. It's a work from home environment. There's a lot of pressure on you guys. Very seldom, though, are leaders asked as to how they are taking care of themselves. So how have you managed over the past 18 months?
Hey, Ivan. It's a fantastic question. Yeah, and yes, it's a hot topic. So let me just step back and tell you certain things that happened over the 18 months to me. So as you mentioned in the opening that I work for All Cargo Logistics. It's a fantastic company. And we are headquartered out of Mumbai. So I actually, moved to Mumbai and I had an apartment near the office. And I was staying there while my family was staying in Gurgaon. I have two kids and my wife.
When was this? When did this happen?
I'm sorry. When
did you move to Mumbai from Gurgaon?
When I joined All Cargo, so around 2018 July.
Okay. Sorry,
Right.
please go ahead.
That's okay. So what happened is, I was staying there, and I was commuting back and forth every month, and I was trying to convince the family to move to Bombay. But by the time it rolled out, I was traveling, so they didn't intend to move to Mumbai because of X, Y, Z reason we will discuss later. So primarily school and sports for the kids, is a main reason. But given that fact, when pandemic hit, actually I will tell you that it was around March 1920 when my current manager Ashish and a few of my peers actually forced me out of the office and told me, Sourav, get back home. So I believe I came home on March 20th, 2020. And if I recall correctly, 22nd or 23rd March, Prime Minister announced a lockdown and the flights were taken. So I started operating out of the house. Now, staying close to the office, I was in office every day. I was meeting all my team. I was meeting my stakeholders. I was meeting the leadership. So it was a very different way of running the business. Coming back home, I have to rethink how to start it all over again, how to manage it from a distance, how to address the pandemic, because nothing was sure at that point. So what I started was a very nice thing. I always had my hurdles, with my team to discuss any problem, any issue, but I made it a point, and thank God, it's still going now. Every day, 10 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11. Every day I have my team meeting. Every single team member, joins. Every single team member joins the meeting, and it is sacrosanct. No other meetings, no other engagements are allowed during that time. So we discuss, starting with what is today's weather, how is everybody feeling? Is there anything we can do for them if somebody is sick? If somebody wants to take a day off, absolutely we tell them to go ahead and take care of themselves. And we internal huddle, how can we take and relieve them of their work for that time period? So team has been great. Uh, till today, we run that call over a year and a half, and it is going simply great. But saying that, this is in a once in a lifetime event, unprecedented, unplanned for. Okay, so there is a saying that when the going gets tough, okay, the tough gets
The
going.
tough get going. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think from the leadership of the company to the family around me, okay, everybody helped me to do my work, and I hope that I try to reciprocate the same. Uh, Being with the family here obviously helps. I can be with the children in the evening, in the nights. Sometimes in the weekend, I will still, go ahead and see if I can cook something, okay, and be a part of the family as we used to be before. So all those things,
Absolutely.
so keeping the mental health right, okay,
Yes.
of the team, family, and the ecosystem was more important, and obviously delivering at the same time.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you recollected this and took that time, because sometimes we forget, because today it seems to be normal. There's nothing like new normal. But I'm glad that you talked about the fact about the 23rd of March, whereby at that time it was a blind spot for the entire world, largely people in India. And to navigate through those 18 months, that's where leaders like you, when they share what happens to what might seem an obvious question, that's very inspiring and encouraging. Thank you so much for answering that question.
Thank you.
Okay, sir, let's rewind a little. If you were to go back to the early years of your childhood, be it school or later college, were there any positive influences or incidents that shaped your foundation in those formative years? And I'm sure there are. Could you share that with us, please?
Sure. So to go back, I was born and brought up in a place called Durgapur, Steel Township, as they know. Okay, so my dad was a sale worker. Okay, my mom was a home wife. So everything that we did was quite humble, and was a very good growing up in terms of education, sports, friendship, camaraderie. So all those gives me a nurturing environment. Post my 12th grade, I migrated to US. That's where I did my undergraduation. Uh, I did a lot of hard work. So, I will tell you that it taught me a lot. So I worked probably, and I will put a number, it might surprise some people. For the first 2, 3 years, I slept about 3 hours a week.
3 hours a week. Did we get it
Yeah,
right?
yes, that's what it. Yeah, so I tell this story to most of the people that I know, and I tell them that I will go over and do it again. So I will give you a quick glimpse so that I justify that number. So I used to get up about 2:30 a.m. in Monday morning. I delivered New York Times two routes, what they call. Okay, I used to then, after delivering, I had a small car. I mean, I can go back even and tell those things. So I went in '89 to US, and at that time, unlike nowadays, you cannot take a lot of dollars. You were only supposed to take 500 and $40 on the FTA screen, okay, and $10 from the airport, if I say this right, 535 plus 10. So I bought a small car called Nissan Pulsar, which was third, fourth, fifth hand car, to ensure the paper delivery and going to the college. But I did get to a good college, and I had 99.5% on the TOEFL. Okay, so that's a good thing. But again, I did the New York Times route. I went to the college, we call school. We went to the school, took a shower in the gym, went to the library, restacked the library books from give and take about 8:30 to 10:30 in the morning before the library opens. Did my class. Then post class, I went to a deli and worked in the deli. Pretty much selling cigarettes, cokes, sandwiches, restacking, all those good stuff. My car gave up. I started working in the gas station. Uh, I worked the gas. I worked as a waiter and a bartender. So, for 5 years of my life, and I'm a certified bartender. So,
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I did all, and I am happy to say that I would go back and do it again. And then, as I was doing this, I was in the college you mentioned, right? So I went to New Jersey State College, and I found the chairperson of my department, okay, Professor Marilyn Ettinger, who actually almost adapted me, and she guided me through my years of college. She embraced me and showed me each and everything that I needed to know. She even helped me to get college jobs as a STA, student tutorial assistant. So while I left the college, I was actually working as an STA for 9 different subjects. Okay, I got a job. And in my second job, I will name another person, and you may mind to look him up. His name is Mark Angulari. Okay. When I joined, he actually gambled on me. So I graduated in finance. I worked as a budget analyst in my first job, and that's what I knew about finance more than anything else. That's when all your ERP systems were coming up, the bonds, the SAPs, the PeopleSofts of the world. So he told me, you want to learn financial systems. I knew finance, I knew systems who are separate to me. I couldn't put them together, for the God's sake. Uh, just to give you back, we were operating finance on mainframe then, what we call CICS. We were not writing queries, we were writing procs. Okay. So Mark Angulari took a gamble on me, sent me to PeopleSoft University, taught me each and everything about a total ERP system. But before that, he taught me business. And he showed me how business interacts with the system and how you can configure a business logic into a system. So, two-person, Professor Ettinger and Mark Angulari, has profound effect on me. And as I run through my employment career in India, there is another person called Ashish Mathur, who is my current manager, and I have been with him for almost 13 years in 3 different organizations. So everybody taught me.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Um, I think it's important for people when they watch this video to listen to what you've just said. Uh, when we say, like you said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, it's nice to see that smile there when you answer that. Because at the end of the day, when we are in that situation, we probably think that the world is against us. And now when we, probably with the age, we reflect back, we say, thank God for those days.
Absolutely.
Thank God for those days. Well done. Wonderful. That leads to another question, having had the experience that you've had, Sourav. What is the one behavior or trait that you have seen derail most leaders' careers?
So even if I may, turn that question in a little bit of positive framework,
Please
okay,
go ahead.
and say that if you have these traits, okay, that makes success, okay, so you can do the inverse of that. So I mean, I came through some wonderful leaders in my life, okay, and I think I have come to a submission, what I call myself. There's nobody taught me this, okay. 3 E's, okay. uh, when you go to your work, you check out your ego outside the office. You have that empathy for the team, for the organization, for the work you need to deliver, and the ecosystem, your vendors, your customers, everybody. So be empathetic, okay? And I think, a lot of people, including Mr. Warren Buffett, says that I don't know everything, okay? I surround myself with people who are more intelligent than me, okay? Basically, what he talks about is empowerment, okay? So empower people around you, okay, to take decisions, guide them to the best of your ability, best of your knowledge. So if a leader shows those 3 qualities of ego, empathy, and empowerment, okay, he or she will succeed. Uh, and the reverse is true. answer your question.
And well said. Very effective.
Thank you.
All I'm going to ask now is, again, it might seem like a very simple question, but I know that it's deep. Uh, how do you help a new employee understand the culture of your organization when that employee joins? I'm going to push you a little bit to say that in the last 18 months, if there have been any new joinees with the work from home, XYZ, I know it's a simple question, but maybe the answer is not that simple. So I'm going to throw that question at you. Can you shed some light?
Sure. So actually, it happened. I mean, we hired a lot of new people at leadership, and at some below the leadership rank. Okay. So we treated them with equal aspects, and I believe that if you don't understand the company, if you don't understand the context, you won't be able to deliver, okay, on the same thing. So I will go back even myself. I will tell you, before I joined All Cargo Logistics, I didn't know ill about logistics. Okay. I came from the banking industry. I came from the IT services industry. I learned, okay, and I can tell you I can have a healthy discussion on logistics right now. Okay, so it is about learning the business, learning the hierarchy. Okay, so not only in terms of leadership, but how many business verticals we have. Okay, how are they interconnected? Who are the leaders of that? Who are the key stakeholders of that? Where do we have an application? Okay, what is the infrastructure that is sitting on? Who are the vendors? Who are the customers? You know, in logistics, it's not only us. Logistics is very regulated. So we have customs, we have government things. Okay, so how do you interact with them? So bring them at ease. So we have team members joining 2, 3 level down me. We help them grow. We didn't give them any work. As I told you, that my meeting that I have, team meeting, we discuss every single vertical, every single problem, every single solution. Sometimes I am tough that I need a deadline to be delivered, but I myself go ahead and put myself, okay, in the forefront. I deliver. My team helps me deliver. I help them, okay, deliver. So I am a part of the team. I never say this word I. It's always a we concept there. I say I belong to the team. Okay. So I am a part of that team. So whichever project I'm doing, and it can be multiple projects, okay, but I am a part of that team. So that's how I look at it. Uh, and just talking through, giving them all those things, giving them the courage, go ahead and deliver it, go ahead and pick up the phone and speak to that, write that email, ask, okay, if you don't know. So we go through that peeling the onion process 100 times.
Wonderful. Wonderful to hear that. I have a question to ask you, but I'm going to come back to that question. What I'm going to do here at this point in time is move into another segment, which is called the one word, one line answer. Sourav, I'm going to throw a few questions at you and kindly answer those questions either in one word or a line. Most of them you'll require a word. So are you ready for this?
Shoot.
Okay, great, wonderful. Sourav, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food will be any seafood or steak.
Wonderful. What a wonderful combination, seafood or steak.
They call it surf and turf in the Western world.
Of course, of course. Which is your favorite holiday destination?
In India, obviously Goa. Okay.
That's fine. One word, one word. You don't have to explain. Yeah, internationally?
My wife is from Ecuador.
Okay, so it has to be Ecuador. Yeah. Okay, Goa and Ecuador.
I get them pampered there.
Okay, okay. One word or one line. What are any organization's biggest asset? I'm going to give you 3 options. Kindly choose one. Money, people, or technology?
People.
Complete the sentence. The best way to run a corporate meeting is? dash.
Have a set agenda.
Which business leader do you look up to or admire the most?
I have to say Mark Angularri.
Okay. If you could pick up a new skill in an instant, what would it be?
Cooking.
Okay. When was the last time you did something for the first time? What was it?
A lot of different sports activities.
Okay.
I will go and
Choose.
try.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. Choose one of the two now, running or walking.
Walking. I have a problem with my knee. I got it.
No justification required. Don't worry about it. Work from office or work from home.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Were your parents strict or lenient?
Strict when they require to be.
Okay. Period films or futuristic films.
Period. Films.
Painful truth or comforting lie.
Painful truth. Always.
Music or movies.
Music.
Be lost on a mountain or lost on an island.
Island.
Okay. If you were to lose one of the following, would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Ability to read.
Okay. Would you rather know a little bit about everything or everything about a little thing?
One more time. Would I know little about everything?
Yes.
Okay. And the other one?
Or everything about a little thing?
Everything about a little thing.
Okay. If you could start a charity, what would it be for?
I would like to help, the people who are in need and actually serious about helping themselves.
Wonderful. Wonderful. If your name were a logo, Sourav Dasgupta, what would its tagline be?
Do it the hard way.
Okay. If you had to delete all apps, but 3 from your smartphone, which 3 would you keep?
Which 3 would I keep?
Yes.
I would probably keep my email, WhatsApp, and my financial portfolio.
Okay. A quality or trait that you admire most in people?
Somebody who is open and adaptive.
Okay. Which 3 people, living or dead, would you like to have a cutting chai conversation with? So imagine you're in my shoes and you have a choice now to choose 3 people, living, dead, fictional. Name 3 people.
Yeah, so I'm an avid football fan, so Messi, number 1.
Okay.
Okay. The second person I would like to pick some brains on, obviously, is Mr. Warren Buffett.
Okay.
Okay. And third, any one of the two, probably Elon Musk or Sir Richard Branson. Any one of the two.
Take all 4 of them. Fantastic combination. Last question in this segment. Life is incomplete without dash. Fill in the blanks. Life is incomplete without dash.
Family.
Well done. The hamper will be sent across to you shortly.
I love that. I love that. Thank you, Ivan. Really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Before I let you go,
Yeah.
could you just take 1 minute for the sake of our audience, and I don't want you to let you go without asking you this question. And this is not a one-word, one-line thing. please take a minute or so. What are the people management and leadership skills that are essential for any leader?
Again, I go back to the question that you asked me. Okay, I think the biggest thing a leader should have, okay, an ability to pick the right people. Okay, two, ability to empower them. Okay, third, ability to take a chance on them. Okay.
Wonderful.
So those are the three things I will say a leader should have.
I like the last bit. Take that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friends, that was Sourav Dasgupta, Head of Applications IT at All Cargo Logistics. Sourav, I had a wonderful time interacting with you in the last 20 minutes or so. You spoke from the heart. You spoke with a smile. And it's very endearing to listen to this. I wish this cutting chai conversation could have gone on for a longer time, but definitely it will at some other forum or some other time. Thank you for your time. We wish you, your family, and All Cargo Logistics the very best going forward.
Thank you, Ivan. Really appreciate the chance of sitting down and talking to you guys. Appreciate it.